Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. In this one, I wanted to ask you a pretty challenging question. I wanted to ask, are you scared of reaching your goals? Are you scared of doing the things with your life and with your business that you say you want to do, but then you don't actually do the things that, would enable you to do them? And the reason I ask this isn't, to put you down or to intimidate you or to make you feel unworthy of your goals. I believe everybody is worthy of achieving the things that they want to achieve as long as they put in the work to achieve them. But I do think that a lot of people are subconsciously afraid of what life is actually going to look like when they reach the point that they say they want to reach. So I'll meet a lot of people who say they want to get to $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month in their business, even though right now they're living at home, it's a very comfortable situation, and they have no real reason to grow up or to leave that situation or to get uncomfortable. And the reality is, making that amount of money and growing is a very uncomfortable thing to do. So I see this as a trend a lot in the clients that we bring into high-level systems. In high-level systems, we help you build an offer where we take the one that's already working for you and help you optimize it and scale it, get more results for your clients. And we help you get sales calls and grow your business and really tangibly grow your business. On this YouTube channel, we have tons of interviews of clients that have succeeded. It's inarguable that we're very good at what we do. But I see this trend over and over again. People will come into our program and say, I really want to hit $100,000 a month, which I think is a great goal. And I will always support it from the bottom of my heart. I believe the more people that are succeeding, the easier it is for more people to succeed. That's just how the world works. But I do think a lot of people are afraid of their goals and they don't even realize it. Really think about what it looks like for you to have the thing that you say you want. Think about it for a sec. Are you ready for that responsibility? Are you ready to become the kind of person you have to become in order to achieve those things? Does the process make sense to you, and do you feel capable of committing to that process? If you answer no to any of these, that's where, getting help really helps, like us or other people like us, or reading books or filling your head with the right things, or also just intellectually breaking down, why are you afraid? And I remember looking back at my goals, and the reason I say this is, I'll tell a story about myself. When I was just getting started, I was still living with my parents. I was, in their basement. I was probably making $2,000 to $4,000 a month. And I said I wanted to get to 10, 15, 20,000. But I didn't even realize that, if I were to be honest with myself, I was actually very comfortable where I was at. I was actually extremely comfortable where I was at. And I was scared of the responsibility of now having to commit my life and my being to being a seven-figure kind of a guy. And even though 15, 20,000 isn't that much, I didn't realize that it would bring me to eventually $1 million a year. And nowadays, we're just now having a $27,000 day in my business, and it just kind of feels like another day. And that's because I'm no longer scared of who I'm required to be in order to maintain these things. I'm no longer scared of the sorts of bottlenecks and issues and fires I have to put out at this scale. I'm no longer scared of becoming a leader and becoming the sort of person that I need to be in order to, arrive at my ultimate goal of running a business that does about 10 million a year, right? So I want you to understand just the sheer importance of getting to a place in your head where you're not afraid of your goals. So the way to know if you're afraid is again, the questions I asked earlier. Does the process scare you? Are you comfortable where you're at? These are some questions you can ask yourself. Another one is, when you look at yourself in the mirror, do you see someone that is capable of doing what you say you want to do? And if not, and if you're scared of your goals, I have the solution for you. It's not complex. It's actually fairly simple. The solution is to set small things in mind and do those small things, and then stack these small wins over the course of time. So for example, you can just say, all right, I'm going to drink 1 gallon of water a day. That's a good goal. It's a very healthy thing to do. So you're going to take a jug of water, fill it up every single day using a fridge or whatever, or a water filter or something. Go fill it up, and then every single day you're going to drink it. Do that for 30, 60, 90 days. Commit to it. Stack that win. And in a business context, it could be, okay, I want to get to 1 sales consult every single day. I will not go a day without a sales consult. Okay. Follow our prospecting ideas, or follow the prospecting ideas that you already understand. Put out content, have conversations, move people to calls, run the ad, do whatever it is you've got to do, man. Whatever method that you currently understand, and reverse engineer You know, what does it cost to get one call? And then just do that every single day. It's very, very simple. And so I want you to understand that often it's not the tangible, it's not the strategic that holds people back from their goals, it's what's going on in here. And even though I teach very high value strategy that has built our business to, you know, over $1 million a year, you know, to a point where we can have nearly $30,000 profit single days, it's not necessarily even the strategy that has gotten me there. It's getting comfortable with myself and understanding what I am personally capable of and almost selling myself on the process of getting there. So are you comfortable? Are you comfortable right now? Ask yourself that. If you are comfortable in your situation, odds are you're not going to get to where you want to get. If you haven't cornered yourself into figuring it out, you're probably not going to figure it out. That's just the culture we live in today. You know, we really value things like ease and comfort, and we want things to just kind of feel right all the time, and we just want to be, we want to be at peace constantly. And that's definitely something I value too. I value peace, but I don't value peace so much that I'm willing to stagnate. And I don't necessarily believe that stagnation leads to peace. So people will say, oh, I just want peace and I don't want to have to worry and I don't have to, but what they're really saying is, I don't like the resistance I feel when I put in the work and I start to get momentum. And then with that momentum comes responsibility that I then have to hold on my shoulders and manage. So this is just a reality that I see over and over and over again. People grow their business and then they stagnate and then it dips again because they couldn't handle the momentum. They couldn't handle the responsibility. So ask yourself, are you afraid of becoming who you say you want to become? Do you actually want to become that thing? Or are you just saying you want to become that thing because it looks good on social media or it feels good to have a goal so that you aren't, you know, so lazy that you're just stuck here? Like, it feels like maybe having a goal kind of relieves you of some of the angst of your current situation, right? Or do you actually want it and you're putting in the work to achieve it? Because the only proof that you have as to whether you want something or not is if you're putting in the work to achieve it. That's the only evidence you have. Desire, like emotional desire and envy, it's not proof that you want it. It's not. That's just emotions. You have to actually do the work. So when I look back at when I was getting started, that first year of business for me, I made like 10 grand the entire year. And I kept saying I wanted to get to 10,000 a month. I want to get to 10,000 a month. And I couldn't do it because, you know, in part, one of the reasons why was I was scared and I was comfortable and I didn't want to change. And I wouldn't admit that to myself. I liked the situation I was in. Arguably, I liked it more than I liked this, but I'm willing to sacrifice the comfort and the ease and the likability for the sake of my character growth, my personal growth, and my business growth. To me, the most important thing that I can do is find a creative way to serve my fellow man, bring value to the market, and grow my personal wealth. It's just a virtue for me. I see it not as just a fun thing to do, but I see it as an obligation. And I'm willing to sacrifice comfort in order to do it. Are you willing to sacrifice comfort in order to do it? Are you willing to sacrifice a situation that you might actually enjoy right now? And this is the dark side of entrepreneurship people don't talk about. You're going to have to throw some stuff on the flame. You're going to have to throw some stuff on the flame. You know, the girlfriend I was dating when I first got into entrepreneurship, I had to end the relationship because she didn't support it. And I was like, look, I'm not willing to have this relationship if you don't, you know, support my mission and my vision. So there's a lot that you have to change in your own head and in your own life in order to become a truly effective entrepreneur. And I don't believe that there's many systems or structures or processes in business that will actually help you get to your business goals. I believe that it's actually a matter of building your life the right way. And it's a much bigger topic. And one of the ideas in that topic is, are you scared of your goals or do you actually want them? And there's a big difference, and I've described that difference in this video today. So hopefully this makes sense to you guys. Hopefully this has been a valuable video. Ask yourself every single day, you know, do I actually want to become who I say I want to become? Or, you know, am I settling for this certain state because it's easier? And, you know, I remember what I needed to have is I needed a mentor. I needed somebody to tell me, dude, you're settling. And I remember working with this guy, and I was looking at this apartment that the rent cost like $1,200 a month, right? And at the time I couldn't even afford $1,200 a month in rent. And I was looking at this apartment and I was like screen sharing with my coach. And I said, this is what I want. I want to move out and I want this apartment. And he's like, dude, are you serious? Like $1,200 a month is like, that is not that much money. And at first I was offended and I was like, dude, like screw you. Like this is a lot of money for me. And I'm really working. And he's like, look, man, I understand that it hurts, but that's what you need to hear right now. You're putting money on too much of a pedestal. You need to grow up and start to actually make some money and just do the work that works. And he's like, I'm sorry if it offends you. And honestly, if you want a refund or anything, I can do that. But like, that's what you need to hear right now. And I kind of despised it. It was our last call. We had 4 calls and it was my last call with this guy. And I was like, man, what a jerk. But then like, it was the best thing that could have happened to me, because at that point I was like, I'm going to prove it to him. Like, I'm going to prove that I can do it. And then I proved it. And then I remember shooting him a text like 6 months later, like, look, I moved out and I got the apartment that I told you I wanted to get. Actually, I got a better one. I moved right into this one. And all these things. So that's where mentorship is so helpful. That's where getting a coach is so helpful. That's why we do what we do. I love pushing people past their own perceived limits and helping them grow in business and in life. So, you know, if you want help, if you want to bridge this gap between where you are now and your goals, and you want the honest, hard truth about what you have to do between right now and where you want to get, and you don't want to spend, you know, 1.5 years, 2 years figuring out like I did, spending tons of money on processes that don't work, tons of money and time on coaches and strategies and ideas that just didn't click, and you just want to get straight to the source. That is why we do what we do, okay? Schedule your call using the link in the description, or message us on Instagram or Facebook. That's my personal profiles on both of those platforms, and we'll speak and see if you're a good fit. Either way though, I want you to know that more often than not, when somebody says they want something and it's taken them forever to get it, them saying they want that thing is a lie that they're telling themselves to make themselves more comfortable, because it's easier to live in a state of constant pain and dissatisfaction with your life state if you can pretend like you wanted more the whole time. And that's a hard thing, and it's hard for people to hear, and it's something that I struggled with. I said I wanted these things. I said I wanted to be this sort of person, but I didn't actually want to do it. It was just this vision I had of myself so that I can almost like daydream my way out of the frustration of my current situation. So, some hard stuff to hear, but hopefully this is a valuable video for you. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.